Hi, I'm Paul, and this is Walls by Paul. Now, if you've never seen this channel before, I'm a mural artist, and sometimes I make videos, and occasionally I'll talk about what I'm doing. Sometimes it'll be short videos, time lapse or whatever. But I thought I'd just stop and explain this mural I'm doing today to you, because it's not an unusual one, but it's a more complex one than I normally do, and I'll explain why. You've got these different elements going on in this one. It's taken from a digital image of Dungeons and Dragons. It's what the client provided me with, and they wanted it sort of duplicated on their wall, spray paint style. So the reasons this is more complex than usual is, one, it's the architectural elements of it, the geometry, because you've got lots of wooden beams going on. You've got beams, you've got posts, and you've got sort of stair rails and things like that. It's not a problem, but with this one, it's not as simple as normal geometry. It's a fisheye view, so it's kind of a wide-angle fisheye lens view. So none of the horizontals are horizontal, none of the verticals are verticals. They all sort of lean slightly to the left or the right, depending on which side of the centre they are. All the horizontals are curved. It's that kind of look, which is okay when you stand back and look at it. But when you're right up close to the wall and you're painting it, these lines can seem to be going off in unexplainable angles, and it takes you by surprise. So there was that, and also the fact that it's all wood, so it's all brown basically. So to get these features to stand out, you've got to use contrast, and you've got little elements like this light, for example, and the way the light plays with everything around it. You've got it sort of shining, the light reflecting off certain parts of it and casting shadows on other parts. All these things that give the image its definition and shape, so you can see what everything is, rather than just everything being flat brown. So there's that was quite interesting to mess around with. And also, in between all the architectural issues, you've got all the little details, like the candles and the rope, for example, things like that. So it's a really interesting one to do. We haven't even gone to the faces yet. I was saying about the light, here's a bit, I don't know how to explain it very well. Here's a better example. So here's your light source here. So it's hitting this beam of wood behind it and lighting up that panel, but everything around the corner then is in shade, apart from this part of it, which is just hitting that. The bottom part of it is in shadow, but the light is also reflecting off the corners of things, where they may be slightly raised. This is what's giving the wood its texture. And of course, everything that the light isn't hitting, the other side of the post, is in complete darkness. No light, no colour. And then everything behind that is being lit up by some unseen light source. So you're seeing that. And it's this kind of interplay with light and shadow that makes this image makes it what it is and makes it so fun to paint. When I started painting this mural, I realised one thing, that sometimes when these characters are quite low down on the reference image, it looks fine, because you're looking at it like this, you're looking at it like this, and like this. But when it's transferred to a mural on the wall, the characters seem way too low. They look better when they were more towards your eye line when you're looking at the wall. If they were too low, it just looked weird. Only because it's on a wall. So what I had to do basically was lift everything up a little bit so it's more slightly below eye line, but more towards, you know, your natural eye line, and it looked a little bit better. But yeah, these things you learn along the way.